What's good, y'all? It's your boy Nino. Welcome back to the podcast. And if you're new to the podcast, don't forget to beat that like button up and show your boy some love. Help out with that YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode of Nino's podcast. And once again, today's podcast is brought to you by Loudberries Clothing at loudberries.com for the 420 clothing enthusiasts. Get all of your 420 clothing at loudberriesclothing.com. Today's intro song is brought to you by my group, The G.U.V.AMENT, produced by Tahana Don Canisto Terradon, featuring yours truly and my Gov brothers, called 2G Shit, off our EP, the Make 'em Plug EP. You can check out the full song at the link in the description below. And if you would like to have your song featured on an upcoming episode of Nino's podcast, don't forget to submit your music at my email at ninoincognito@gmail.com. I'll give it a listen, and if it's on point, I'll show it some love. Now let's get on with the show. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Nino. Welcome back to the podcast, episode number 10. Yeah, number 10 right now. And today, we're going to be talking about this voting thing, you know what I mean? And me personally, in my personal opinion, I'm going to tell you like this. Only idiots don't vote. Now I'm going to say it again. Only pure idiots don't vote. Think about it. We spend all this time, I hear all these people complaining about how they vote don't matter. Voting for the president don't matter. They gonna elect who they want to put in there already, blah, 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 blah. But that's the excuse that people give themselves just so they'll have a right to complain about the system later. They just want to sound like rebels, like they know something that everybody else don't. Voting rights, people died for this. Your grandfather, great-grandfather, grandmother, great-grandmother fought for these rights, died for these rights, got hoses, dogs put on them for these rights to vote. And it's not about just electing the president. No, that's the last line of defense that you're supposed to be elected. The president is just the face of the company. But this one year, this is one of these special years where the whole House of Representatives, Senate, third of them is up, lower level, man. This 2020 election has so many lower level elections riding on it. Lindsey Graham up for re-election, Grassley up for re-election, your man Mitch McConnell up for re-election. All of these people who put those laws into place that you don't like are up for re-election. And to sit here and complain, talking about, oh, I'm not going to vote because it don't matter, or it's already rigged, you just as bad as the racists out here. That's one of the rules, the art of war. If anybody has ever read The Art of War, the best way to win a war is to kill the enemy's will to fight. And that's what they doing to you. They trying to kill your will to vote. They trying to make it as hard as possible for you. That's how you know how important it is. The Electoral College elects the president. But we elect the people who elect the Electoral College. Do you understand how that works? We elect the governors, the senators, the House of Representatives, the mayors, the congressmen, the commissioners, all of that stuff. All of these lower level elections. That's what builds up to who selects the Electoral College and decides for the president. That's why Hillary lost. Popular vote, Hillary won by 3 million. That's 2 major cities voted for her. But because of the arrangement of the Electoral College, all that they had to do was win those 13 Republican states. Forget about the rest of the 30 plus whatever states. All they needed them 13. That just show you how the game is rigged. And ever since I've been playing the stock market, and I learned about market manipulators and how people try to set prices on stocks and try to make them go down so they can buy them at a cheaper price, or try to manipulate them, make them rise when they're not really making any money and all that good stuff. It's the same way in politics. You have political manipulators, and one of the ways that they manipulate you is to get you thinking that your vote doesn't matter. Oh man, because it said in the Bible, one of the greatest tricks that the devil ever pulled was making you think it doesn't exist. Think about it. That's the best weapon that the people who don't want you to vote, who want to keep the power, have to keep the power by making those who are against them feel like that their vote doesn't matter. Your vote matters. Your vote counts. Every vote counts. Do you realize only a third of America actually votes? I mean, it's actually, actually goes and participates in the electoral process. It's just amazing to me that less than a third of the people are responsible for who runs this country. And I'm not talking about if you're a felon. I want to applaud Michael Vick, Shaq, and all of those guys who are trying to get the voting rights back for the felons and all of that. I just found out Shaq old ass, oh my God, Shaq millionaire, he said this is the first year he's ever voted. Are you fucking kidding me? Shaq? Millionaire Shaq. You know what I mean? Black Shaq. Champion, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This guy got a doctorate and said this is the first time he's ever voted. That's the problem right there. If we always want to scream power to the people and people this, people, but the people don't never come out and do what they supposed to do. Y'all got to get out here and vote, man. It's more than just the president. Don't wait for the presidential election to get out there and vote. It's elections every 2 years on something. If you're a felon, make sure that your state allows you to vote as a felon and find out what you can do to get your voting rights reinstated. If you served your time for doing your crime, you are now a citizen again. You understand what I'm saying? So your voting rights should be reinstated by law. So you need to check that out. If we're not going to win the war, if we're not even trying to engage in the battles, we're not going to win this by sheer force. We're not going to win this gun to gun. All of that, oh, they get guns, I'm going to get the gun. No, that's not where the power at. Power is in the money. Power is in the vote. And if you don't exercise your power, you just giving it away. You just letting them do what they want to do and then complaining about it later. You know what I mean? You can't do that. And I'm so sick and tired. I got family members, close friends that keep telling, oh, no, I ain't voting, man. That don't matter. But I just be wanting to punch them in the mouth for real because it's just an excuse. It's just an excuse for you to use so you don't have to get your ass up and go to the voting place and just have a reason to complain. Some people just like to complain. I've learned that. Out of my 40 plus years on this planet, I've learned there are just some people who what they call contrarians. They just have to complain about something. Everything could be going right. Sun could be shining, food in their belly, money in their pocket, and they're going to complain that the light's taking too long to change. Oh, I can't say, why they, it just be the grumpiest, acting like the world is just coming down around them. Jesus Christ. But there are just some people who just want to complain, and those are the ones who have the right to vote. And this is what I call stupid. You have the right to vote. There are people out here fighting for the right to vote, going through legal battles and all. You have the right to vote, and you still not using it. That's the dumbest shit ever. That's why I say if you don't vote and you have the right to vote, you're an idiot. A bleeding idiot. As my UK buddies, when I play on online, you are a bleeding idiot, for real. If you don't vote, you making excuses not to vote. You actually have the right to vote. You don't have no felonies on your record. You don't have nothing stopping you from getting out there to go and vote, except you don't want to get up your fat butt and take part in the process. But you just want to complain about it later. Oh, Obama ain't do nothing for us. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The reason why Obama couldn't do everything he wanted to do because the Republicans who were in control of everything were on a straight obstructionist agenda. Obamacare is Romney care. Do your research. They wanted to pass Romney care when Romney was the governor of Massachusetts. That's his plan that they just tried to expand out to the country. But because it was a Democrat, black or white, Oops, dropped my earpiece, But because it was a Democrat in office, whether he was black or white, they wasn't about to let any of that go through. They had to keep the power. But that don't mean that you give up the power to them without a fight. Get out there and vote. And man, don't get on my page talking about some voting is a myth, voting don't matter. No, you don't matter. For real. If you don't get out there and vote and cast you don't matter. Period. You have not expressed your vote. You have not spread your voice. You have not expressed your opinion. So no, you don't matter. If you don't cast your vote out there, if you have the right to vote, you don't matter, and you're an idiot if you don't vote. So this is my word to you. If you have the right to vote, get out there and vote. Early ballot, drop box ballot, whatever you got to do, get out there and vote. And if you don't think you have the right to vote, check it out. Call the Elections Commission, call the voters registration people, find out if you have the right to vote. Get in touch with Michael Vick, Shaq them. They doing all this reinstating voting for felons kind of stuff. Find out if your state allows that and get your voting rights back. Peace.
Features 9.
Right now.
The G.U.V. representing the 103. Coming at your motherfucking hat rap. So wake up the president and wake up the motherfucking first lady. Real niggas coming in, you know what I'm saying, like Fred Sanford and Greg. Taking over. We want these motherfuckers we are. Y'all niggas ain't ready for this. Put it in a time capsule. Orsby wanna take a bite like forbidden apples and grapes. Bitches masturbate when they hit a tape, cause it's play like all day, every day. Nigga, did you hear that? A $silver track for your cranium.